Hello friends, Eric Soto here, TC Orlando Homes, bringing you some extra value. I got my good buddy Mason here. He has a great product that I think is going to help improve the air quality inside of your home. He's going to tell you all about the features and benefits. I'm going to step out of frame and let him get to it. I just wanted to say welcome and thank you.
Thank you so much for having me, Eric.
Absolutely, my pleasure. Take it away.
All right. As Eric said, my name is Mason Rayburn. I'm a local entrepreneur in the area, and if you're on this channel, you're probably either looking at a new home or recently bought a new home or an apartment, and that probably means that you're concerned about living in the best available space, right? Well, one thing that can improve the quality of the space you live in enormously is the quality of the air that you breathe. A lot of people don't know this, but the air indoors actually tends to be 2 to 5 times more polluted than the air outdoors. And we spend somewhere around 90% of our time indoors. So it's very important that we have some sort of a filtration system, because we don't have that natural movement of the air to help take those bad particles away from us as we're just around our house. That's why we have here the Atmosphere Sky Air Treatment System. It is absolutely top of the line, leading edge in the field of air treatments. Let me just show you a little bit about what this unit does here. This unit has a 3-part process to filter out the air in your home. So let's just take the front off here and take a quick look. Here on the front, first, this little black screen here is your pre-filter. So as the air comes through the unit, this will catch any of those really large particles, hairs, clothing fibers, things that are just floating around in the air, but don't necessarily need a high-end filter to get out of there. Just behind that, we have this HEPA filter. Now, if you know anything about air filtration, HEPA is it's sort of an air quality standard filter. HEPA stands for High Efficiency Particulate Air Filter. And the standard for a HEPA filter is that it has to filter at least particles as small as 0.3 microns. You might not be a science person like I'm not. That just means really small. But the great thing about the Atmosphere Sky HEPA filter is that it actually goes above and beyond that. And it filters anything down as small as 0.0024 microns small. That's smaller than your average virus or bacteria. So this can filter out almost anything. In fact, it filters out 99.99% of air pollutants. Now, just a quick disclaimer, since we are living in a post-COVID era, this will not protect you from COVID, because it can only filter out the viruses that actively go through there. So we're not protecting your entire house from COVID, just all the air that comes actively through this system. And the last filter that we have back behind here, just set this aside carefully, is our carbon filter. Now, the carbon in this filter is made from coconut husks. So they're repurposing the husks of the coconut that don't often get used. And what it does is it acts like an absorbent and absorbs odors. It absorbs ozone, it absorbs the formaldehyde in the air, and it kind of takes that next step and not only filters out the particulates in the air, but also a lot of those odors. So if you get a lot of cooking or animal smells, this will help get rid of those. Now, this filter is certified to clean 300 cubic feet of air within a 465 square foot room every minute. So it's a great quality air filtration system, and it works fast and efficiently, and it'll get out, like I said, pretty much anything that's in your air. So as you can see, this is a great unit. It's very high quality. Let me touch really quick on those filters that we mentioned. The first filter, the pre-filter, is cleanable. So when it gets too dirty, you can just vacuum that off. So unless it gets damaged, you shouldn't ever really have to replace that one. and hopefully with this guard on here, that won't be an issue. The HEPA filter just behind it can last anywhere from 1 to 3 years, depending on the usage and the air quality. Obviously, if you have a smoker in the house, or you know, maybe you're not as good of a cook as my wife is, and sometimes the food burns. Hey, you know what? That's what happens when I cook too. That's why my wife is the good cook, right? But you know, if you get a lot of that smoke in there, that'll wear down your filter a little bit faster too. So 1 to 3 years for the HEPA filter. And then the carbon filter in the back there lasts anywhere from 4 to 12 months. Again, depends on how much you use it and how good the air quality is. This unit, when you buy it, it comes with a 120-day quality guarantee. Now, Eric's got a question back here.
4 to 12 months?
Yes, 4 to 12 months.
It lasts less than the HEPA filter?
The carbon filter does, that's right.
Oh,
and the reason for that is because the carbon particles in there,
right.
They do have an area of the equivalent to about 220 football fields. So there's, you know, a lot of usage in there. But the carbon is actively absorbing odors and things that are coming through there.
Absorb so much.
Exactly, yeah. Good. So, yeah, so that kind of lessens the life of it. So you've got about, you know, maybe 6 months to a year on that back one, and then 1 to 3 years on the HEPA filter.
Cool.
But again, you know, if you're not satisfied with this unit when you buy it, you have 120 days to return it, and we will refund your money without any questions, right? It's a 100% satisfaction guarantee for any reason. Additionally, this comes with a standard 2-year warranty, 2-year limited warranty, and that warranty can actually extend up to 5 years if you replace those filters on time. Now, you might be thinking, how do I know when I need to replace the filters, right? There's a time range in there. How do I know when the right time is? There's an indicator here on the top where you can see each of the filters individually, and it'll tell you when they need replaced. And additionally, to control this unit, there's actually an app on your smartphone where you can go in and you can control all the features of this unit. Acts kind of as the remote control for the unit, and it also helps to monitor your indoor air quality, the settings on the unit, and tells you when the filters need replaced, and it'll keep track of that for you. It'll say it's at 100% capacity when you just bought it, and then as you use it, that percentage goes down until it's at 0 and you need to replace it. So it's a great way to keep track of it and to know when you've replaced it on time. Now, if you would like more information on this, or if you're interested in looking to purchase one of these products, you can contact me directly at 480-869-4083. You can text or call me. Or you can just go directly to the website and purchase it online. And that website is amway.com/myshop/Mason A. Rayburn. I look forward to hearing from you guys. I'm so grateful to Eric for having me on his channel and giving me a chance to show you guys this really awesome air filtration system. I love it, and I think you will too.
Well, hey Mason, thanks so much for giving us the basic information. I have a few questions, if you don't mind,
Absolutely.
About the product. How many speeds does the unit have?
Yeah, it has 5 different speeds, you know, 1 to 5. You can modulate that on the app as well. And then it also has a number of different settings depending on the situation that you want to use it in. So for instance, nighttime setting will keep the fan going at 3 or below, just so it stays quiet through the nighttime if you have a unit in your bedroom or something.
Right.
There's also a turbo speed. You know, we mentioned maybe some burning food somewhere.
We're teaching my 12-year-old how to cook, and it might happen at times.
There's a learning curve for sure. Yeah, so if something like that happens, you can set it to turbo. It'll run for 30 minutes at maximum speed, just to get rid of that smoke as soon as possible.
Okay.
And then it's got an automatic setting where it'll kind of keep track of the air quality, and if things start getting really heavy in the air, you know, it'll kick up that level a little bit higher to get rid of those.
Okay, good. I mean, that kind of answers my next question. I was wondering, how often am I supposed to run this thing? Is it something I run all day? Do I run a part of the day? But if there's an auto setting, I like things that are set it and forget it.
Exactly, yeah. And you know, if you say left home for the day and forgot about it, you can always pull up that app on your phone and say, oh, you know, I'm not going to be home, I don't need it actively, you know, doing anything, just turn it off.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And so another question that I thought about is, what is the recommended number of units? Like you mentioned, it'll clear 465 square feet within, I think you said, a minute. Do I need multiple ones, or can I just take whatever my square footage is and divide it by the 465, and then I know it'll do it eventually?
Yeah. So obviously the optimal, if you want to clean the air in the whole house, you would need to, again, like you said, you know, number of square feet in your house divided by 465 and by that number of units.
Okay.
Obviously, you know, these are high-end units. That means, you know, maybe not everybody has enough money for that many units, right?
Sure.
So what a lot of people do, what I do, and what my family that has this unit does, is you know, we just purchase one unit and we keep it in the room that we're most concerned about air quality in.
Okay.
You know, it spends maybe most of the time in the living room, and maybe it'll get rolled over to the kitchen for those burnt food problems, or
Right.
you know, even if you're just, you know, you're cooking fish, you know, it doesn't matter how good you cook it, that's going to leave a smell,
Right.
So you can just kind of keep it where you need it the most.
Awesome. Okay, good. Yeah, those were just some questions that I had. I figured that the people out there might have some similar questions.
Absolutely.
If you have any additional questions that we haven't answered, please let us know in the comments below, and that way we can make sure that Mason gives you the answers. I'll have him on standby to answer those questions for you. Again, what was the website where they can go?
That's amway.com/myshop/Mason A. Rayburn, which is my name.
Right.
And
I'll make sure that it's in the link below. We'll put it in the description below.
You know,
so
that's a lot to type out. I understand. You know, I don't like typing in long addresses either, so we'll include that link to make it nice and easy for you. And you know what? This is just one of the many great things that we sell on our website. Our focus is really, you know, health and happiness, I like to say.
Okay.
You know, health, home, and happiness. So we've got a couple of other, you know, home units, like a water filtration system.
Nice.
We've got cookware, which is the best that I've ever used in my life. So
really?
nice stainless steel cookware and a good set of chef's knives. And then we've got everything from home cleaning products to nutritional products, all the way down to makeup and skincare products. So definitely go and check that out for, you know, any of those needs that you have.
Maybe we'll do another one of these videos, and we'll get the ladies out here, and we can see what that makeup stuff is all about.
Absolutely, that would be great.
Might be entertaining. What do you guys think? Will it be entertaining? Let us
Should we
know.
see how good I can teach the ladies to do makeup? It's probably not going to turn out very well.
Maybe we should let them do it
Okay,
to each
yeah,
other.
That's
or
probably a
themselves.
better idea. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.